Up next tonight for you, a Washington County School Board member at the center of a viral video controversy is now facing a charge of assault.
Hot, you're hot. You know that? Where do you go to school at?
That's the video showing Keith Irvin, a member of the Washington County School Board, calling a student hot during an April board meeting. The school board later voted to censure Irvin, and Washington County Commission made a vote of no confidence in him. While the video gained traction online, Irvin says it lacked context. Court records show that on May 11th, a presentment stating that a grand jury has found enough cause to charge Irvin with assault, physical contact was filed. Washington County School Board stated that it will defer to law enforcement and the judicial system regarding the charges against Irvin. Up next for you on the 7, a 15-year-old boy facing charges after Knoxville Police say he ran from officers while armed with an AR-style pistol. KPD says the teen was spotted around 10:45 last night in the 5 Points neighborhood. We're told officers tried to stop the teen, but that he ran into an apartment on Taylor Holmes Road. Knoxville Police tell us officers detained the 15-year-old a short time later after he left the apartment. The department adds the gun along with ammo and drug products were found inside the apartment after officers got a search warrant. The teen is now charged with unlawful possession of a weapon and evading arrest. Next on our Big 7 list, one of Tennessee's most active immigrant rights groups is suing Tennessee Highway Patrol for their cooperation with ICE. The suit is focused on THP's joint operations with immigration enforcement on Tennessee's highways. Now, during these operations, troopers will pull over drivers for traffic violations, and then ICE will check the immigration status of the people inside the car. The Tennessee Immigrant and Refugee Rights Coalition, otherwise known as TIRC, filed the lawsuit this afternoon in Davidson County. The organization claims these joint operations hurt Tennesseans, turning the highways into, quote, ad hoc immigration checkpoints, and it also deprives taxpayers of THP's protection against dangerous misconduct on the state highways, end quote. Now, we have reached out to THP for comment, but have not heard back. Next on the 7, Governor Lee not intervening in the pending execution of a man convicted of killing 3 people in Memphis more than 30 years ago. Tony Carruthers is set to be executed Thursday for the 1994 killings of 3 people. Prosecutors said the victims were kidnapped, tortured, and then buried alive in a Memphis cemetery. Despite his conviction, Carruthers has consistently maintained his innocence. Supporters argued untested DNA evidence could exonerate him. Now, we've also learned Carruthers has declined a last meal. Yesterday, we showed you how faith leaders delivered petitions to Governor Lee urging him to stop the execution. The governor is sending out a statement today which reads, quote, after deliberate consideration of Tony Von Carruthers' request for clemency and after a thorough review of the case, I am upholding the sentence of the state of Tennessee and do not plan to intervene. Next for you, the conversation continues about the sale of an elementary school in Anderson County. A Claxton Elementary School task force has been put together to help figure out the future of the site. Now, Anderson County Commission voted years ago to sell the old Claxton Elementary School property as a new school is being built just down the road. The sale will help offset the cost of the new school, which is now about 50% complete. Now, the county is moving into the next phase, deciding what should happen with the old property. A task force made up of county commissioners and school board members will hold monthly community meetings to gather input on what could best serve the area. Anderson County Commissioner Chad McNabb says the process is focused on community collaboration.
It's the heart and soul of the community, that piece of property. It's right on 25W. It's the busiest intersection in all of Claxton. So everyone's interested because they drive by and they're going to see what's going there. So we just want people to have a voice at the table. The sale's already been authorized, so we can't stop that, nor would we want to. It's more of just it's never a bad idea to give more and more people a chance to relay their feelings to their policymakers. That's always a good thing.
McNabb went on to say he personally would like to see something that brings more jobs to that area. A man accused of killing his brother and grandmother in Greene County back in court today. Jordan Allen has pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of first-degree murder. Prosecutors have leaned on an alleged confession from Allen, but the defense is arguing he was manipulated by authorities into confessing to a crime he did not commit. Now, Allen alleged his grandfather was responsible for the killings. Today, more evidence was presented to the jury, most found inside the Cole household, primarily in one bedroom. TBI says it found a screwdriver on the floor under some clothing, a hammer under the covers of a bed, as well as apparent blood on the sheets of the bed. Now, according to an autopsy, Jesse Allen and Sherry Cole were found with blunt force trauma to the head as well as sharp force trauma to the neck. While DNA of the hammer's handle was inconclusive, blood was found on the head of the hammer.
Presumptive chemical testing indicated the presence of blood. Presumptive immunological testing for the presence of human hemoglobin, a component of human blood, was not performed due to a limited sample. The DNA profile obtained is consistent with a mixture from at least 3 individuals, or at least one is male. The major contributor matches Exhibit 20A, Jesse Allen. Therefore, Exhibits 20D, Sherry Cole, 21A, Clarence William Cole, and 25A, Jordan Allen, are excluded as being contributors to the major profile.
It is not confirmed whether the hammer is the alleged murder weapon. Another hammer, by the way, was found outside the Cole home. The trial will continue tomorrow at 9. Today marked a major milestone for Sevier County as officials celebrated the grand opening of a new courts building. Ground was first broken on the $34 million, 60,000 square foot project back in October of 2023. And county leaders say the new facility will help meet the growing needs of that area's judicial system. The building will not replace the historic Sevier County Courthouse, but instead provide additional courtroom space and updated resources. Now, Sevier County Mayor Larry Waters says the project is an investment in the county's future and will better serve residents for years to come.
Yes, this is a great facility. It's the Rex Henry Ogle Courts Building, and it is where we'll be holding both General Sessions Court and Circuit and other courts. And it is a beautiful building, and it has a lot of security, and that's been in one of our primary goals, is to make sure that we increase the security for our folks having court and for our citizens attending here. And so that'll be one of the great benefits of having this new building.
He went on to say it's been a long time coming, but it was worth the wait.